What is going on, guys? Taylor Stuber with LocksDFS.com, bringing my locks and sleepers for the 6-game Monday NBA slate. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. And I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to watch my video. Shout out to a couple of our members last night who took down some GPPs. I know somebody won $15,000, $1,500, and I think somebody else took down $6,000. So that was a big day yesterday for Locks Mob. And to announce the winner of last week's giveaway, it is Glide, Glide. Seen him been commenting on pretty much all the NBA videos lately, and that's what we like to see. Want to reward our active members. So if you want to enter the giveaway for this upcoming week, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and then comment below with your favorite play of the day. And then we select a winner every Monday. But our new website's going to be up tomorrow. We might have a surprise in store for all of you guys, even the guys that aren't members yet and are looking to try it out. But yeah, be on the watch for that. Follow us on Twitter at LocksDFS to get the latest news on that. But anyways, let's just get right into the slate. Only 6 games, and for the foreseeable future, all of these slates are in between like 5 and 9 games, and these are my absolutely favorite amount of games to have on a slate. And obviously, you want to target this Kings and Wizards game with a 240 point over-under. I know it's dropped 1.5 but still just immensely higher than every other over-under on the slate. But really what drew my attention right when I looked at this slate is Detroit versus the Nets. The Nets being the third fastest team over the past 2 months. Pretty poor rebounding team. If we look over here, and they allow the tied for third most points in the paint. And I talked about him last time, and it worked out well. It's going to be with Andre Drummond. I think he's just incredibly too cheap, especially over here on DraftKings at 9.1K, averaging 1.35 fantasy points per minute on the year. But over the past 18 games since January 25th, when he did return from that 3-game absence, he's been averaging 1.47 fantasy points per minute. Has been kind of carrying the load. And against this Brooklyn team, like I said, over the past 2 months, the 4th fastest team in the league, allowing the 3rd most points in the paint. Terrible rebounding team that allows, I believe, the 8th most offensive rebounds per game. So this is the prototypical game that you want to get Andre Drummond in. And I don't even mind his price over here on FanDuel. I think his price is way too cheap, even at 10.6K. The only thing the only problem that with Andre Drummond today is there's so many centers. There's Rudy Gobert, and then Ante Zizic is pretty much min price on FanDuel at 3.6K, 3.9K on DraftKings. And then with the news that just broke that Cody Zeller and Marvin Williams are going to miss today, we got guys like Frank Kaminsky, Guillermo Hernan Gomez, and Bismack Biyombo. Whoever gets the start over there is going to be interesting. So I think you can get Andre Drummond at really low ownership, and it's going to be one of my favorite plays on the day, especially in GPPs where you're going to get him inevitably lower owned than he should be. And like I said in the last video, in the games that are competitive, Andre Drummond's playing 38-40 minutes, and this game has a current spread of just 2.5 points. So I expect this game to stay relatively close, and this is just the typical matchup you want for Andre Drummond. I'm going to be playing a ton of him tonight. And like I just mentioned, alluded to earlier, with Cody Zeller and Marvin Williams missing this game, we're going to be missing a lot of minutes. Cody Zeller, I know as of late, has been kind of in foul trouble, kind of getting his minutes eaten into anyways, but we still take away 24, 26 minutes. Marvin Williams has been playing 32, 34 minutes. We're taking away a ton of minutes, and it's going to change everything for the Hornets today. It is a decent matchup at best against the Rockets. The Rockets are one of the slower teams in the league, and on the year they are a terrible rebounding team, but you have to put in account that Clint Capella was missing a lot of that time, so you got to be a bit skeptical with it and look at it objectively, because I think a lot of people are going to flock to this. But I will be all over Frank Kaminsky. He's only 4.5K over here on DraftKings or on FanDuel, and then on FanDuel he is power forward and center eligible, which is important because I can play him at power forward and then fit in these other 2 centers, which is going to be a very popular strategy today, playing 2 centers. He's 4.4K over here. one of the better plays. The thing that the problem is, we see that he's been coming in for Cody Zeller. He's been the backup 5 for most of these games. This is just the last game. He was in foul trouble a bit this game, Cody Zeller. And Kaminsky was pretty much getting all those backup 5 minutes. And I ran a bunch of queries today where I put Kaminsky next to just Guillermo or just Bismack Biyombo or just Cody Zeller. He's played about a total of 90 minutes, around 90 minutes total, alongside another center. And they really just have to do that today. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is supposed to be out. He was out of the rotation anyways. And they don't really have anyone else to play the 4 unless they went really, really small and moves Miles Bridges over there or Nicholas Batum, which I wouldn't be necessarily surprised against a Rockets team that plays PJ Tucker at the 4. So that is a possibility. The starting lineup is really going to be telling of what they want to do. If they end up starting Hernan Gomez and Kaminsky together, then I love Hernan Gomez, averaging 1.2 fantasy points per minute on the year. He just needs time on the court, and he is min-priced right now on both sides. Would be one of the better plays on the slate. And like I said earlier with Frank Kaminsky, he's been averaging 1.02 fantasy points per minute on the year, but over the past 5 games since he's came back into the rotation, because remember he wasn't even hurt, he was just completely out of the rotation, and they kind of started giving him minutes, and he's been doing really, really well in those minutes, averaging 1.1 fantasy points per minute. Playing upwards of like 26 minutes. So if he can eclipse 30 minutes, he's probably going to be one of the chalkiest plays on the slate, and for good reason. I think he's an amazing play if he gets the start today. I'm just really curious to see who they start at the 4, because if it's, like I said, if it's Hernan Gomez or even Bismack Biyombo, then I'm going to be a lot more interested in those guys. But yeah, best of luck today. I'm going to be on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Taylor Stuber. And until next time, peace.